It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And featured this week is Darren Waller. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the...
On the jump.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what
left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Sacked back at the 31.
Come on.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Third. Right there.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your fullback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. They'll look to throw. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're avoiding giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start. And
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses. This is your development. Here are a player's motivations. How will your team...
Come on, come on. Hit.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he's able to get out to the 32, run down there. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation. A top 5 pick. Charles, how...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Ready, set.
A short throw to Ingram. So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Steps away to his left. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Get it.
17 yards. First down, Jaguars.
He's going to keep this again.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguar.
Okay, break.
The drive will start with an option going left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 47 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Fighting through pressure. On the move to it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Viking 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns.
Go.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Here's a 2nd and 7. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Here we go. Strike.
Down, Jacksonville.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Looking end zone for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking end zone for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Etienne will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more Etienne, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones
from 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
on 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
On play action, they'll throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Looking to throw. Looking end zone for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
Touchdown! Christian Kirk. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about.
Tag! Go!
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Back to throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Ready, set.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
They'll try again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jaguars.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Go now.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jaguars.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A gain of 17 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Back to throw again. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Zay Jones.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tag!
In motion, the tight end. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Come on. Back.
First down.
Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
This ball caught by Strange.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brenton Strange
With his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bring...
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready?
2nd and 9 now. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off.
And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today.
Let's go now.
Off the option, here's ETN. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, Jaguars.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. And how would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well.
Touchdown! Christian Kirk. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend the...
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
ETN once more. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Julian Blackman bringing him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dearness Johnson, 79 yards. And the Jaguars add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road.
On the jump.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ready.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Christian Kirk. He was a game breaker last week, over 200 yards receiving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Jaguars. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. That is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And one more time, here's Kirk. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They scored the most. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
ETN up the middle. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Second and 5. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Running out of the gun with ETN. His way down inside the 15. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set and racing.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra.
to review the play. The ruling on the field stays.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Complete to Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They go play action here on first down.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
2nd and 6. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Check, hurt, hurt.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Big Lion. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
Ready.
Draw play, ETN.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he stays up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Caught by Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 48 yards.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. His throw incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. It's Dearness Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball.
Okay, break.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
40-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Open man right side is Ingram. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 30. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. In motion right is Ridley. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes.
A give, it's Etienne off the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Let's go now.
Here's the out.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, When it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This is caught. But he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They would love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jags will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails,
Come on. Hey. Cougar 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Shedding through the defense. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Back to the ground with ETN.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown Jaguars.
Zay Jones.
27 yards.
And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon, I would imagine.
Get it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
ETN is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Once more, ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now Etienne.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Shot alert! Shot alert!
One more time with Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this.